talk about some of the lessons I've learned. I have interviewed some amazing people on this show. I've from artists to authors to musicians, and I learned something from every single person. In fact, I've learned a lot from the business people I've had. I've had customer service people on kindness. We've had people tell us how to say no. We've had people to help us with sales, marketing, everything on this show. But we have some amazing creative talent that have done some amazing things, and I want to showcase some of the things that I've learned off of these. Now, if I don't mention your name, it doesn't mean your interview wasn't important. These are just some of the real highlights from some of the names that I thought were really, really cool. So the first, we're going to talk about some of the things I learned from Joe Bluhm, illustrator extraordinaire, author, artist, Tom Richmond, drawing for Mad Magazine. Tom made some great insights that we're certainly going to talk about. My grandfather, A.J Seymour, he was our 100th episode. We're going to talk about what I learned from him. Mark Leslie, another author. Mark has some interesting things that he does with his books, and I took some mental notes, which I'm going to share with you here today too. Rich Redmond, the drummer for Jason Aldean, was an amazing interview. If you didn't catch that interview, you got to go back and hear it. But I learned some really important things from Rich, and I'm excited to share them with you. Grenville Pinto. Grenville is a violinist. Now, if you think that violin is all about slow music, playing in the garden, you are wrong, my friends. This guy rocks it out, and he's got some amazing things. But we talked about some real interesting things to make you number one in your area. So we're going to certainly talk about that. And then we have Thomas Wade. Thomas Wade has probably one of the most inspirational stories I've ever had on this podcast. And I am so excited to share what I've learned with him. So these are some of the people that I have learned a lot from, and I would urge you to go back and listen to each and every one of these episodes. You can go to the podcast, just look for the episode number. I will put it in the show notes for you, and you can find those and listen to the full interviews because there's nuggets of information all the way through. Those were just some of the highlights that I was talking about, and some of the highlights from the people are really amazing. So you know who they are. Go back and listen to those episodes and have yourself a wonderful 2019 from the information you learned.